Hey everyone, welcome to Astroscoop. This is Jeff, the astrology coaching channel that does a deep dive into the planets and signs of the zodiac. Today's video, we will talk about the first and second decanates of Aries. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. Please consider the subscribe button. Hopefully you're entertained and you learned something. If you're coming back, thank you, deep dive viewers. So right now, for the weekend of April 1st, we're in true early Aries energy. So we came off the Pisces Aries cusp. So from around March 25th, right up to April 2nd, we're in the first decade of Aries. The second decade goes from April 3rd to the 10th or 11th. So the early true Aries energy is double Mars, ruled by Mars. So I mentioned in my Pisces Aries cusp video that one of the lessons for that cusp was patience. So anyone that knows anything about astrology, both beginner to master, knows that Aries, being that raw energy of the zodiac, the first gushing energy, always needs refinement. So Aries 1 energy, March 25th to right around the 2nd. If you're born this week, you are double Mars. You are literally beginning a brand new season and you're beginning the cycle again after the winter. So what is a lesson for early Aries people? Well, obviously it's patience. It's also to think more clearly, think more thoroughly, and think more long term. Early Aries is spontaneous, dynamic, and open expression. Like Al Gore, for example, when he was running with Bill Clinton. Now, regardless of their politics, Al Gore's early Aries energy was what I think helped them get elected. There's nothing like this week of Aries energy for the purest and most raw form of Mars. So people born on this cusp, you can feel assertive, you can feel aggressive, and it's usually with your personality and how you communicate with your environment. So one lesson about that patience is to think about your opposite sign. So 6 months from now, the end of September into early October, we will be in the Libra decade. So it'll be the Libra 1 energy, which is sort of perfectionistic. So taking the Libra energy that's early and the Aries energy, there are similarities that are sort of turned outward. The Aries-Libra polarity is definitely aggressive. Aries, like I said, more so with personality. But early Libra personalities, even though they're peace-loving, can be quite aggressive mentally and can have quite a bite to their criticism. But one thing that Libra can teach the early Aries energy is how to polish and refine all of that. So if the early Aries energy is clay, you can mold it and polish it and refine it to a point where it's acceptable, where that assertive, aggressive energy is acceptable in most situations, but also how to regulate it. Because Libra can be aggressive, but Librans like balance. So there's times to be aggressive, and there's times to be passive, and there's times to be neutral. So Aries 1 energy is just primal fun. That's really the easiest way to describe it. Celebs like Herb Alpert, who played the trumpet, if you listen to any of his music, it's very, very almost childlike and fun. Marvin Gaye, but there's a certain purity and almost innocence to his music. And there's many, many others in music and the arts that express that early primal Aries energy. But there's also a hard-headedness to that energy. So just like young children want their way and don't see any other way, this Aries energy is no different. So it can be very hard-headed. Another key for Aries energy is not to be too independent. Now, independence is great. We don't want to be overly dependent on people, right? Or codependent. We want to balance there. But Aries energy is often super independent. It's very similar to its sextile, the air sign Aquarius. Aquarius and Aries are sextile. So there's a synergy there with independence. Aries 2 energy, which is April 3rd to right around the 10th or 11th, is more resolute. This is the Leo decade. So this adds a bit of fixity to the cardinal nature of Aries. So these folks tend to like attention a little more. These folks want to have a more lasting impact on their environment. Some celebrities I can think of that have birthdays this week are Eddie Murphy, Jane Goodall, Marlon Brando, Alec Baldwin, Amanda Bynes, Aries Spears from comedy. Aries 2 people being influenced by the Leo Decanate definitely have a need to impress. What's a big lesson for them is to develop inner talents and to not neglect their inner workings, their inner values, and their feelings. Sometimes it's hard for Aries people of all decanates to open up. So it's very, very important for Aries people to work on that refinement, which is the opposite of Libra, but also to work on expressing their feelings, which would be a synergy, something like with Cancer, where there's an Aries Cancer square, as I mentioned, with the current transit, Mars in Cancer. We didn't take a look at the cosmic weather for this week. If you want me to do a separate video of that, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. I'm still wearing a sweater because it was 29 degrees this morning. It's spring, but it's coming. I appreciate all you deep dive viewers and listeners. Until the next time, stay safe and be yourself.